To understand what Eddie Montgomery and his Montgomery Gentry bandmates have gone through over the last 4 months, you have to understand where they were headed. The duo's future was bright. On September 6, 2017, Eddie Montgomery and Troy Gentry finished recording Here's to You, their 9th studio album and their first in 4 years. They'd already begun sharing songs with fans, and the response was overwhelming.
Oh, I'm telling you, I think it's the best T-Roy ever singing. I was telling him that when he was in the studio. I was like, damn, T, I was like, you wearing it out, man. I was like, you're rocking it.
Then, 2 days later,
the helicopter was occupied by 2 individuals, the pilot and a passenger. The passenger was extricated by emergency crews and was eventually transported to Virtual Hospital in Marlton, where he was later pronounced dead.
Your whole world is just, it changes everything. And there's not a day that I don't see it or, it goes through my heart.
I might cuss and fight, tell a few lies, break a few rules, making promises I can't keep.
I'm Anya Hammer, and Troy Gentry was just 50 years old when he died in a helicopter crash in Medford, New Jersey. The news shocked the country music community, and by all accounts came at a pivotal time in the singer's life. His rough edges were being sanded away by a greater commitment to God, his family, and friends. Better Me, the duo's current single, epitomized this with lyrics like, I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I'm working on a better me. There's another song called Drive On Home that begins with Troy singing, I wonder if I'll still be here, working the same job in a year. While Montgomery admits to Taste of Country's Billy Dukes that listening to parts of the album now can be eerie, this isn't one of them.
He loved his wife, and that's, haven't talked a lot about it, but, Angie and Kaylee, his daughter, she lost her best friend, and Kaylee, lost her daddy. I mean, that's something you don't ever get over, ever. And so, songs like Drive On Home and stuff, that's what he was always talking about when he was on the road and stuff, man. He got to drive back home to Angie all the time.
How they doing? How's his family doing?
Doing all right. She's got her mom and mother and father moved down here, family, and of course, Kaylee's at that age, man, where she's doing sports and doing everything. So, keeping her pretty busy.
After the crash in Gentry's funeral, Montgomery disappeared for a while, taking a break from everything music. The future of the band was very much in doubt. All those questions fans had, he had them too.
September 8th, man, changed my world and a lot of people's world as far as that goes in our band and stuff. And after that, I had just stopped and think. I'm going like, man, do I keep going on or do we release the album? I had a lot of sleepless nights and got to thinking about it, and then I remembered, man, a conversation that me and T-Roy had a long time ago. Of course, we put this together. We put this duo together, Nashville didn't. We've been brothers and best friends, man, for almost 35 years. I was sitting there thinking, and I remember, us having conversations about going, hey, man, if one of us ever go down, we want Montgomery Gentry to keep going. We want the other one to keep rocking and keep it alive. And so at that point, man, I got to thinking about, and, you just think about it at the time that it's just, brother talk and, having a few drink talk, stuff like that. And then September 8th happens and you get to thinking about everything. And I called the band up too, and because they've been with us 20, 25 years. I was like, you know what? T-Roy would kick my ass, man, if we didn't keep it rocking right now.
Part 2 of Unfiltered with Eddie Montgomery will explore Eddie's emotional return to the stage and the future of Montgomery Gentry. Talking about T-Roy is good therapy, he says, and he's ready to laugh again. That's something the country music community is happy to hear.